Welcome back, everybody, to the daily show. I'll be breaking down the big and mega cap stocks. So, before we get started, please hit that like button, and that is greatly appreciated. And if you're new here, definitely consider subscribing. And now, let's get right into the market. Right, so welcome back once again, guys. And you can see right here, a shutdown of the helicopter, and we're just gonna respond. Well, it's been going on for quite some time now, back and forth. We have a deal, we don't have a deal, and that's just been the story of this, war. And I don't think it's gonna stop anytime soon. But market doesn't care, and it was a fantastic dip in the market today. If you caught puts early morning, you made money. Just like us, if you bought calls later on the day, you also made money. Now, if you look at my screen stock market map, only few things were actually red. Big names like Apple, Microsoft, AMD, Oracle, Tesla, and that is pretty much it. Nothing really, crazy going on in the stock market. 11 sectors, all in the green except energy and technology. Oil came off today big time, and that's what's driving energy down today. And now, if you look at the stock market, Dow is flat, Nasdaq down close to 1% after going down. I mean, look at this move all the way down to almost 25K here on Nasdaq 100. Then we got S&P also barely down on the day after going down over 2%. And Russell going in the green. It was in the green early morning. You will see a trade on Russell later on. It was a fantastic trade. Now, what we got here? Well, we're back on fear 33. We got something really crazy coming out, guys. First of all, tomorrow we have CPI. Now, then we have PPI on Thursday. Then we have Michigan consumer sentiment on Friday. But cherry on top of all this, look at what's coming. FOMC. And guess what you're going to see on that new FOMC press conference? Kevin Warsh. So I think everybody will be ready to hear what he has to say. It's going to be completely a different tone than what we're used to hear from Jay Powell. And I think market is waiting for that. So we'll see how that plays out. But that is next week. Tomorrow, definitely we have big numbers to play with, CPI, and we'll see if these numbers are going down or possibly going up because of how energy prices were going up last few months. And now let's get right into Apple. On Apple, stock is down 3.64%, so pretty big sell-off here on Apple. And yesterday, from a brand new all-time high, 317, got a massive rejection. That is a big move. It's down about $30, especially when we came all the way down to 287.78, right? So if you look at my screen, where did that bounce came from? And this could be a potential, area where this thing can bounce big. Previous all-time highs now acting as a support. Did we get there? Yes. Did we get under lower Bollinger Band? Yes, we did. And what happened right after that? We got a bounce on Apple stock. We got a gap at 301.17, so pretty far from where the price is right now. As long as I think Apple can hold 288 over the next few sessions, even with the CPI tomorrow, we could see a bounce all the way back up to 300 plus to close the gap on top. If we get over the gap, possibly over 303.49, then expect more upside. Otherwise, maybe some consolidation back and forth between 288 and 300 that can take place. But if this thing breaks below right here 288.72, in that case, watch out for a retest of the 50-day moving average 283, and then key support zone right here at 280 on Apple. On Microsoft, is down 2%. So this is absolutely pathetic. I mean, this thing, if you look at the weekly, I mean, one, two, three, four, five, six, seventh day today, guys, went straight down after hitting 472 pre-market. And soon as the market opened, this thing started selling off, and it never actually stopped. I mean, you can see, I mean, it did not stop here at 432, did not stop anywhere at the 20-day, did not stop even at the 50-day today, and just grinded and went down even lower. So it looks bad. This is definitely not something looking great, but I think if you missed out on an opportunity on Microsoft, you saw this run and you were like, damn it, I missed it. Now it's gone. Well, it's back. And now I think this is a fantastic opportunity again to go long on Microsoft. Sometimes, we go through these back and forth moves before a massive breakout. So it's kind of unfortunate, even, I'm in disbelief because how things went up, clear breakout, back to back, few days over 432. Anybody that knows technicals will say, oh, 432, now buy the dip, right? No, we broke through it, came back, so it was a fake breakout. So, is it going to take place again? Another breakout? Possibly. Might take some time, but I think people that missed out on that opportunity, now this stock is giving you that opportunity once again, and it's a big name. So, yes, it does not look good. This is a falling knife and all that. I get it, but if you're gonna buy a dip, it's right here, especially to the long side. Looks like we're kind of just hanging in there around 400. If that breaks, we can come and fill the gap right here around 395. To the upside now, there will be resistance at 410, 412, and then watch out for 417.44, 422. Then we can talk about possibly come back up. And don't forget, not to mention we did not fill this gap from previous earnings. And now we got two more gaps open here to the upside. So downside, I think we're not gonna go and retest these lows. At least, I just don't think that's going to happen. But the way things are coming down, we might feel, some of these gaps down here before going up here on Microsoft. Just a quick reminder, guys, if you're really serious about trading and you want to do this full time, here's a trade from today. And just sharing this one, I'm not even going to share triple Qs that we got calls later on that big sell off. You can see IWM puts any day end of July 285 at opening if it stays up, right? What happened? IWM stayed up, went higher, we got into puts and then we doubled it, and from there what happened, IWM can go red at 10:30 a.m. this morning. IWM take profit, keep runners, and the runners ran all the way down to 278, which was awesome. So if you're really serious about trading, you want to do this full time, head over to Patreon. That link will be down below in the description for you guys. On Nvidia stock is absolutely flat on the day. So Nvidia, what happened? We cracked underneath the 50-day moving average, cracked under 200, and boom, the dip buyers came in and bought up the dip. So if you think in this market, which a lot of people still think like, it's gonna crash and go down and burn and just gonna be zero at some point, it's not happening, guys. Yes, we're getting deeper pullbacks and all that. But if you don't buy the dip, you're not gonna get shit out of this market. And you can see the examples here because bears cannot keep this market down for more than one day. What happened? They took it down Friday, back to back 2 days gap up, right? They took it down today. What happened? Yes, the market went down, but how much? They took it down quite a bit, but the market came back up. So bulls are still holding really strong. And that's why this is not the market where you short and just hold and think that it's gonna work out. You gotta play both sides if you're gonna win in this market, and especially you gotta have long exposure more than just going and shorting everything, right? You can still short, but you just can't stay short all the time. So Nvidia, watch out if this thing breaks over 212, we can go higher. Breaks under 50-day moving average 205, breaks 203 and 200, 195 is the next stop. On AMD, it's down 3%, but look at that move here, guys. This is insane. 437 and we went back up to 475. And that's what I'm saying here, that you cannot stay short. If we stayed short, take profit and then get out. Look at the bounce here. AMD came down, closing this gap, which we talked about it before, that I think it's going to come down here and close the gap. So now, if this thing finds support here, 476 will be a key zone. We're pretty much sitting right at the 20-day, and you can see previous rejection right around 469 as well. That's going to be another area of support, and then 462, 460.62. These are some key levels to watch. To the upside, for I guess 500 breaks over the 5-day, we can possibly go higher again. On Meta, it's absolutely flat on the day. So Meta again, you guys remember bought up the dip here, and today on that pump sold out, and then rebought that dip once again before closing. So Meta, it's been playing out really well here, but I think 575 we can close the gap at some point. That's gonna be a good opportunity. But all that is happening below this weekly trend line, this monthly trend line, whatever you want to call it, this uptrend, it's not holding anymore. So if this thing, pushes down, don't get any surprises because we're trading below this trend line. That's technically not bullish. I'm buying like small positions, and as soon as I get like 20, $25 bounce, I'm taking profit and getting out, not holding, and waiting for more and more because the trend is still down here on Meta. As of right now, this key zone 583, 582, that's holding lower Bollinger Band. Underneath that, gap fill reversal can act as a support 575. This thing bounces and gets over 600. That's when we can talk about more upside. Otherwise, I mean, this thing, the trend is down for now. On Amazon, stock is down 0.42%, so nothing big, but Amazon also breaking down. We had this gap down, and since then, it's just one way ticket to the downside. Almost came down to close the gap at 240. We did not fully close the gap, so there is still a gap down here at 240. And if it comes down tomorrow, we might fill that gap. Underneath that, we have support at 236.64 and then 234, also a key zone gap fill reversal. To the upside, holding 242, which is good news. If this thing can hold tomorrow, watch out for a bounce back up to 250. And over that, we can think about more upside. On Google, it's like it's up 0.31%. So Google went down to 354, which still did not close the gap. So Google is still, even though it's on a downtrend, I mean, it is pretty much still holding up, well, and not filling the gap, coming down to the 50-day and getting that bounce. So this is going to be a key zone 355 to 353 support gap, previous rejection, 50 SMA, all that is there. As long as that holds, this could be a nice buying opportunity. But if this thing, breaks through that gap and the support, watch out for the next stop, 342. To the upside, looks like it's finding support right here or rejection here at 362.83. If we can stay over that and get over 370, watch out for continuation up to 378.82 to even 383 on Google. On Tesla stock is down 3%. So Tesla was fantastic. I actually picked up the dip right here on Friday. And I think I did mention in my video, I even called it out for the Patreon members, but didn't seems like anybody wanted because how the market was going down. But boy, oh boy, guys, what a move on Tesla, especially on Monday. Look at this move here. I mean, this thing was down here, and look at the move that this thing made on Monday. Even today was a pretty big move, but I was out yesterday at 410-ish, I think. So it was a pretty big move. I mean, you can see from 390, I think 93, I got in all the way up to 410. That is a big move. I got out for profit, and then this thing went a little bit higher, but today gave back all of those gains, and now under 400. So if you look at my screen, it's holding, trying to hold this 50 SMA right here, 396. If that holds up, watch out for continuation, possibly up to 400, 408, maybe 422. Then we can talk about more upside. Until this thing breaks these levels, we can go higher. Now, SpaceX IPO, yes, that's going to happen. Who knows, if that's actually going to boost Tesla, or it's just gonna take all the money and people are just gonna sell this and go buy SpaceX. I mean, I don't know how things are gonna play out, but it's definitely looking weak right now. How the price is moving here on Tesla, it's not really holding up any gains. Netflix is down 1.49% and definitely not a strong day from Netflix. We had a little bit of bounce yesterday, but you can see, I mean, it's not even trading over 82. So if this thing gets over 82, watch out for a little bit of continuation, maybe come up and retest this trend line, which is around 85. So far, I mean, just like before, it was coming down, but then we had this massive move to the upside. It's gonna come at some time, but the trend is really down on Netflix, and definitely not getting any type of bounce. The next big support to watch, 79.36, and there is a gap below as well, so watch out for that. It might be going for that gap before reversing. Maybe we find a double bottom or something like that. But as of right now, if you're bullish on Netflix, you want to see Netflix over 85.5 over this trend line, and that would look like a breakout in the short term. So Broadcom down only 1%, and look at the move here, guys. Finally, we came and closed this gap. Look at this insane rally back up to the upside. I mean, this thing reversed and went higher immediately. And now, not only holding 373, it's also holding over 390. So as long as that holds, watch out for continuation to the upside. We did break down away from this flag pattern or consolidation. So if we come back up, maybe around 400, watch out. We might get a rejection there, and this thing can come down even more. But I think this is a decent correction. Let's just have a look here how much this thing went down from the top, from today's sell-off all the way bottom here. You can see 125 bucks, 25% correction. So I think that is very healthy here on Broadcom. And if you're looking to buy the dip, I think watch out tomorrow. If the support holds tomorrow, maybe we come down a little bit more. I think this is a stock where it has potential for more upside, and how we got this quick correction 25% on Broadcom. And that's all I have for you guys in this video. Thank you so much for watching.